right, Thanksgiving 2021. What are you thankful for this year, Boom Boom?
Hi everybody, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Y'all try not to eat too much. I'm thankful for another day alive, another Thanksgiving that's spent with my family.
All right, Amber, what are you thankful for in 2021?
Today I'm thankful for my family, my friends, my career, and just thankful for another day of life.
All right, Deja, what are you thankful for in 2021?
I'm thankful for my job and my family.
All right, that's it?
Yes, that's it.
All right, happy Thanksgiving. From my family to yours.
Oscar, what are you thankful for this year, buddy? I'm just thankful for eating all the damn turkey.
Hello, everyone. So, today is November the 27th when you're viewing this video. I wanted to personally say what I'm thankful for this year. November the 27th, 2021 makes 1 year that I have now officially been colon cancer free. I want to say thank you to everybody that played a part in my life during the cancer situation. It was really hard going through it. I couldn't keep anything down. Being on chemotherapy, you go in to the hospital 2 times a week, and then you come home the other 3 days on chemotherapy at home. It was this little bitty machine. I'll try to add a picture in here somewhere so y'all can see it. It buckled around the waist, and the IV went up into the port. Every few seconds you would hear the machine psh, when it was releasing the medicine. Just that sound alone would have you vomiting over into a trash can. It was that hard. I completely lost the feeling in my fingers and toes. I still have like what you call shocking sensations, like if I don't have socks on and I'm stepping on a hardwood floor or stepping in the tub, it's like electrocution. It hurts real bad. I still haven't been able to drive yet because of the no feeling in my feet. I wouldn't want to be on the road and put any other driver at danger. Hopefully I will get it back soon. I am on some medication basically for nerve damage. That's what the chemotherapy did to me. But I'm very thankful to be cancer free, to still be here, to share my testimony with others. During that time, it was one of the medications that I was getting through the IV. It's called oxaliplatin, which they call F5 for short. That's the one. I mean, it was breaking me down, literally. I not only looked weak, but I felt weak. Like I said, I couldn't keep anything down, and then I discovered that I was able to keep boiled potatoes and boiled eggs down, and I told my doctor, and she said, "Hey, do what you got to do because you are getting some protein in your system." And then it went on from there, and I remember it was so many things that went on during chemotherapy. My doctor would tell me, come as you are, like if you wanted to bring a book, if you wanted to bring a boom box or a tablet or whatever, you could. So I used to live stream right there at chemotherapy, so some people could see what was going on with me, what they were doing to me. Yeah, I used to live stream, and I used to go to chemotherapy in my pajamas because it was the button-down pajamas, because it was more easy access, just to unbutton that button for them to access the port, right? And what the port is basically like a wishing well where all the blood is. So they're always drawing blood to basically check your tumor markers. So I still have to go in every 3 years for 5 years to be rechecked. So far I've been in 4 times this year. I am still cancer free. I recently just had another colonoscopy done and a CT scan done. Everything was clear. Praise God. And it's just a blessing to still be here because the chemotherapy was tearing me down. And I did take the long version of chemotherapy. And what I know now through a friend, the friend took, what's it called? The shorter version, but it was more powerful, right? So I would say if anybody was diagnosed with colon cancer, take that extended rounds of chemotherapy and not the short rounds of chemotherapy, and that goes for radiation as well. I wouldn't go with the 6 rounds. I would go with the extended rounds because it can really damage the body. Another thing is that what can I say here? When you meet somebody strong, just know their battle, because I could literally sit here and tell you now that I've been through over 130 surgeries. Would you believe me? What I always tell people, on the outside, we look beautiful with clothes on, right? We look very, very beautiful, but when you come out of them clothes, you see those war wounds, you know. Like when I had partial of my colon removed, I was cut in 5 different areas. I might add a picture of that here, but I've lost my bikini look, but I'm not ashamed of it. So as y'all seen this past summer, I'm still in a bikini because I'm not ashamed to show my scars. I also have a I don't know if you can see it, but I also have a scar right here where the port was removed. So I found out I was cancer free November the 27th, 2020. And to me, it still wasn't real, if you can understand what I'm saying, because when you have that port inside of you, it is heavy weight carrying it around. It didn't register to me until I had the port removed, which was March the 17th this year. And I remember when I was in the, what's it called? When you're in pre-op, you know, being prepped for surgery, right? I asked my doctor, I said, look, after I'm in recovery, can you hand me the port? Because that's something I want to keep. He said, girl, are you serious? I said, yeah, because, you know, that's something to forever look back on, you know. And he said, you know, you're the first patient that's ever asked me something like that. And I said, wow. And he said, well, look, I can't give it to you right away because, you know, they still had to run tests on it and get it clean or whatever, because the port is actually, it's in the main heart artery. My port went this way and it went this way up the neck. I mean, you could feel it in the neck every time you swallow and stuff. But anyway, I did get my port. And it's amazing to be able to sit here and tell the journey that I was on. Stage 4 colon cancer. I had so many angels by my side. I had a powerful praying team on my side. I was lucky to have the team of doctors I had, which was 4 of them, that actually all pretty much worked all in the same network. I was lucky to have that. I was lucky to also have the J-Dub Army behind me here on YouTube, which it kept me going. It kept me wanting to get up and upload another video, you know, and just to see everybody coming into the chat with the hashtag JDubArmy, it made me feel happy. And we would even go and raid other channels, and we would put hashtag JDubArmy, and it was a lot of people that helped me get through chemotherapy. And if y'all remember those live streams, I used to raid somebody after every single live stream, and I loved his music. And that chemotherapy, you know, the 3 that I was on, after 30 minutes, Oscar, get down before you knock my camera down, get down. The 3 chemotherapies that I was on, after 30 minutes, you know, you basically had to go to sleep right there in the recliner. And the good thing about the chemotherapy unit, you have a recliner. You can either cut the air conditioner on, you can cut the heat on in the recliner. It reclines, it massages. They would give you a warm blanket. They had a little kitchenette in there, so if you needed apple juice, fruit punch, Coca-Cola, Sprite, crackers, cookies, they had it right there. And that was a very nice thing that they did for the patients, because once that medicine started kicking in, you know, you would get cold, so that warm blanket came in handy. But I would go over there and I would listen to him play his guitar, and I would go to sleep listening to him. And it was several times where I would even personally go over there when I was at home on chemotherapy, and he helped me sleep, if you understand what I'm saying. It was some of the best sleep just listening to the guitar strings play. And that's part of my testimony as well. And the moringa was part of my testimony. Old Tan's World put me on those vegetables, that onion, that garlic. I did it 4 months straight. I remember my doctor calling me in back to back, running labs, doing scans. At the time, I didn't know what was going on. I was just going with the flow, because when you're on that chemotherapy, it's rough. And then I want to throw in another part here. When COVID hit, we could no longer come into the chemotherapy unit. So they put me on a chemo pill called capecitabine. I had to take that 3 times a day, and they were horse pills, and it wasn't no joke. And when I say that, I was blessed with some YouTubers that sent me gloves, sent me beanies. I mean, you would see me in the summertime with a big coat on, thick socks on, thick gloves on, the ones that the gloves that you could still type on YouTube. I was actually using those. And the beanies and the scarves. When you walk outside, and I'll use a cold day for example. As soon as you walk out the door, it's like the whole body goes into a shock. And I couldn't get nothing out the refrigerator. I couldn't get anything out the freezer when I was doing the chemotherapy. Like if I went to reach for something, my hand would get clenched around it, and I couldn't do nothing until it just fell out my hand. That's how bad it was. But it's so much more I can say here. I just want to say I am thankful for everyone that came into my life during the journey. I actually met a lot of amazing people when I was doing the live streams at chemotherapy unit. I think people wanted to see what goes on in a cancer patient's life, and that's how I connected to a lot of people that still follow me to this day. And it's one hell of a journey. And like I said, I might add some pictures here for y'all to see. Please don't be disgusted, but I think it's good for people to actually lay eyes on some of it. And I want to say thank you to everyone that helped me out. Thank you to the JDubArmy. Thank you to everybody that kept a prayer over me. Thank you to everybody that's still following me to this day. And like I always say, fuck cancer. This is for my members only. Do the two-step now, cowboy boogie. 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 Alrighty, today is the day. Today is March 17th, 2021, and I am having my port removed right now. This is the last few minutes of having the port here in my chest. Last few minutes, cancer free. That's just my baby daddy. Who that is? That's just my baby daddy. Who that is? Alright. I gotta get off of here before the anesthesiologist comes and gets me. Love y'all.